and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie, and this is the September What's on My Kindle video. So every month I have been doing a What's on My Kindle where I tell you guys the last 10 arcs that I have received and the last 10 books that I have purchased. As of the time of this list that was made, these are the last 10 things that I did or had for those two things. Some of the books I have received more. So some of the arcs, I've actually received a couple more arcs, I think, since I wrote up this list, but it took me a little time to record this, so I'm just going to go off this list. I'm not going to revamp it or anything like that. I have read some of these arcs, and, you know, it's all gravy, which is so cool. And then the second portion of it, I will talk about the books that I have recently purchased, and I'll give you a little tidbit about that as well. So let's just get to the arcs that I have recently received. These are in no specific order. I will put the release date right over here. It may or may not have passed by the time you see this video. I don't know. It's been a busy time. But I received a art copy of Muses and Melodies, which is Hush Notes number 3 by Rebecca Yarros. And I really am excited to read this little series. 3 different authors. So you have Serena Bowen that did a book. You have Devney Perry. And then you have this one from Rebecca Yarros. It's all about a band. Each band member is integral and main character in the book, and I am really looking forward to reading this. I also got House of Dragons by K.A. Linde. This is the first book in her new series that she is writing. It's supposedly young adult-ish, but fantasy. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm really looking forward to getting into this new series. I have not found a book yet that has disappointed me when it comes to K.A. Linde. Then I received the next 5 books for the Salvation Society, and the one book is Kindred by Kristin Vayden. Sorry, Kristin. I am so sorry. I am super excited about this one because it plays in the Salvation world. However, it has a historical romance feel to it, and I am living for it. You guys know that I am not the biggest historical romance person, but I am definitely looking forward to reading this book. I also received a ebook copy as well as a physical arc of Legacy by Rachel Robinson, and I am so looking forward to reading how Rachel integrates Corinne's Navy SEALs together. And I already read the dedication, and it about brought me to tears, brought me to my knees. It's such a beautiful dedication. It's only 1 line, but I'm here for it. The next is Irresistible by R.C. Stevens, and I have not looked at the spoiler points for this one, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm getting into. All I know is it's playing in the society world or Salvation world, and I'm excited for that. Mended, which is another book in the Salvation Society. This one is written by Gabrielle G, and I don't know why I have such a time saying Gabrielle's name. It's crazy, but super excited to read this one. Then I have a Reclamation by Evie Graham, and once again, why I didn't look at these spoiler sort of hint photos for it, I'm not sure. But it's part of the Salvation Society, and I am excited because the first 5 were amazing, and I can't wait for this next 5. I also received a art copy of The Truth About Dukes by Grace Burrowes. I had actually received the 3rd book in this series, and come to find out this is the 4th book in a series, and I'm a little leery because it is historical romance, and I have the 3rd and the 4th book to read. But do I need to read the 2 books before it to understand this world? If any of you guys have read this series or these books by Grace, please let me know down in the comment section. The other book, the next book that I received as an ARC was Then I Met You by Fabiola Francisco. I loved this book. Loved this book. We are back in the town of Everton, so it's the Love in Everton series. This is book number 6, and this book follows an upcoming country star and a single dad, and the little girl is amazing. She's adorable, and I just really enjoyed this story, and it was so touching and sweet and fun. And then the last book that I received as an ARC was Love in the Wild by Emma Castle, and this is a Tarzan retelling, and I am excited for it. Period. Super excited for it. Alrighty, so let's talk about the last 10 things that I have purchased. Like I said, when I built this list, these are the last 10 things. I think I have purchased some other things since then, but for September, these are the last 10 things that I purchased. I have Stories of September anthology, which is an anthology filled with different authors' short stories, to include Fiona Cole, Megan Quinn, Willow Winters, Skye Warren, and more. I also got Lies and Lullabies, which is Hush Notes number 1 by Serena Bowen. Like I said, I got the ARC for number 3. This is number 1, and I am super excited to dive into this band. I also bought a copy of Rebel Bitten, which is Blood Alliance number 4 by Lexi C. Foss. I got Regally Bitten, which is Blood Alliance number 3 by Lexi C. Foss. I got Royally Bitten by Blood Alliance number 2 by Lexi C. Foss. And I also got Chastely Bitten by book number 1 of the Blood Alliance series. Let me see if I can get that out. By Lexi C. Foss. I read this series earlier this month and loved it. So, of course, I had to have ebook copies of it. And I'm in the process of getting physical copies from Lexi of the series because I need them on my shelves. Yes, thank you very much. I also got a copy of You Deserve Each Other by Sarah Hogle. It was boring. It was not my jam. I returned that bad boy. I DNF'd it, and I will leave my review of it up in the cards for that week. The next book, for some reason, somehow or another, I did not have a copy of The Kiss Quotient by Helen Huang. How did I not have a copy of that? I have it in physical copy over here on my shelves. As a matter of fact, I have 2. Isn't it 2? Don't I have 2 copies? Yes, I have 2 copies. I have a special edition cover, and I have the actual regular cover that everybody knows on my shelves. So how did I not have it on ebook? I don't know. So I went ahead and purchased it. Then I got Naughty Brits. It's an anthology, and I actually won a physical copy of this book as well. And the authors included in this one is Sierra Simone, Sarah McLean, Sophie Jordan, and a couple of other ones. Super excited about that. Yes. And then the final book that I purchased last month was Happily Never After, which is the Dirty Fairy Tales, book number 3 by Lauren Landish. I am making my way through this series, and of course I had to have the ebook to go along with the audiobook, of course. So those are the last 10 ARCs that I have received as of the time of this recording, or when I put this list together, and the last 10 things that I purchased. And when it comes to purchasing books, I definitely purchase books. Even if I have read them as ARCs, it's to support the authors. I do all that I can to support authors. I write reviews. I, purchase their books. Even if I receive them as ARCs, it's all about support, because in the end, isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? Supporting each other. So yes. Let me know down in the comment section if you have read any of these books, what you thought about them. Do any of them look like they are something you would want to read, make sure you're watching those cards up there, because I will link as many as I can. If I have already read the book and I have a review for it, they will be in the cards popping up throughout the video, so if you want to go back, you can. In the description box, there's also going to be timestamps for, if you're just looking for the ARC section of it, you can go back to the ARC section, or if you want to look at the purchase stuff, it will have 2 different timestamps for that, and it will have everything listed down there as well. Also in that description box, you guys, is a feedback form, so you guys can help me improve my channel, my Ko-fi, my PayPal, my Amazon wishlist, my Amazon affiliate storefront link, so that if you decide you want to buy something on Amazon, you can go to that link, pick something off of there, and, you know, just go through that link, and then sometimes I get a little bit of a kickback. It's at no extra price to you or extra cost to you. It just helps me out in a little bit, you know, that type of thing. So I think that is it. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys in the next video.